Spi-Ral, the underground champion here in MEW, still carrying that belt as we make our way into this new era. Nobody knows what the state of our championships will be going forward. We're still waiting to hear from our commissioner, Chip Schuyler. But as I'm sure as we just heard earlier, we don't exactly want to hear too much from Schuyler if we don't have to.
Yeah, he really was a little bit long-winded, but man, if looks speak, brother, his tag team and his team coming in looks really, really, really impressive.
And this is going to be quite a high-flying match as the Bosnian Warchild meets Natural Vibes' own KZ in this match. And these men have crossed paths before. Spi-Ral trained at the Zero Dojo in Japan. And this will not be the first time that him and KZ have shared a ring together.
This is going to be a heck of a matchup right here, buddy.
The MEW fans came out tonight just like they've always done to see the one and only Bosnian Warchild. And there's that beautiful underground championship, the belt that carried us through all of 2021 when we were just a little company running out of the Fight Factory in Lovejoy, Georgia. And Spi-Ral is here. He wants to stay on top. As we make our way into 2023, it's Spi-Ral and it's KZ, and this is the main event of the debut episode of Main Event Vibes here on PSN. Both these men sizing each other up.
Man, these guys are quick. Look at that.
They haven't even touched yet, and you're already seeing the agility on display from both of these men. That Japanese style buff is a completely different thing all on its own.
It really is. I mean, these guys bring so much more to the table. These American guys, man, I'm telling you, they don't have the dedication. They don't have that eye of the tiger look that these Japanese guys are coming in with. It's unbelievable.
And if you know anything about that Japanese dojo system, only the strongest survive, and that's got to say a lot for KZ. But KZ not one to pass the opportunity to have a little bit of fun, a little bit of a worm there. Doing a little dance. What is this now? Toying with Spi-Ral in the early moments. Apologies from KZ to Spi-Ral there. Spi-Ral's got to give him a hand, though.
Wow, you got to give credit where credit's due.
Yeah, like we were talking about, that strict dojo system that these guys come from, you got to keep it light whenever you can.
Nice headlock.
Got that nice. Tight. Off the ropes goes Spi-Ral. Big shoulder tackle from Spi-Ral on KZ. Ducks the kick. Impressive kick to the gut there from KZ. Reverse the Irish whip from Spi-Ral. Bouncing off of all the ropes. Goodness. Ducks another kick from Spi-Ral, and these two men stand off in the crowd here in Griffin, Georgia are loving it.
That was so impressive.
Neither one of these men are even breathing hard after that exchange, Buff. So impressive.
It shows you what the difference is of being in ring shape is much different than just being in shape.
You know, and you obviously quite a huge part of WCW during its lineage. WCW, as most fans know, that partnership with New Japan. A lot of those light heavyweight wrestlers from New Japan coming over. You've got to be seeing a lot of similarities from KZ between guys like Jushin Thunder Liger and Dynamite Kid and so on.
Absolutely, and they brought such a different game to the wrestling. It just made it so much more impressive. It made it so much more versatile. And oh, wow.
Big STO there from Spi-Ral. Goes for the cover. Just a 2 count from KZ, though.
I really like this Warchild.
I got to think he's knocked a little bit of wind out of KZ there. As you see, KZ took a little bit of time to kick out of that pinning attempt.
He really did. Wow.
Huge kick there from Spi-Ral. Goes for another cover.
Good, quick cover.
You're going to want to stay on top of a guy like KZ, and Spi-Ral understands that. Even though Spi-Ral likes to fly himself, he understands the man that he's in the ring with, and he's going to have to do what he can to ground KZ, oh, huge leg drop there as he was draped across that bottom corner, but KZ might even be more agile and even quicker than Spi-Ral, and I don't think Spi-Ral's used to that. Another cover attempt. Spi-Ral now back to that control with that headlock onto KZ.
Now right here is where KZ's got to focus, get his breath back, and come out on top of this over Spi-Ral.
Yo, this is a good opportunity for not only Spi-Ral to get his wits about himself, but KZ as well. As you see KZ now back to his feet, and he's fighting out with those shots to the midsection. But Spi-Ral, big knee to the gut, scoops him up. Big slam there from the Bosnian Warchild.
Wow! The 1.5.
Impressive.
Nobody home. Days again of Too Cold Scorpio with a 1.5.
Both of these men are veterans of professional wrestling. Spi-Ral been doing this over 10 years. KZ began his career in 2008 and is the leader of the Natural Vibes faction in Dragon Gate, Japan, along with being one half of the Open the Twin Gate champions, as Spi-Ral on the outside absolutely reeling after that offense from KZ. KZ off the ropes, looking to fly, takes out Spi-Ral on the outside.
What? How impressive, man. Did you see that? He flew.
Unbelievable aerial offense there from one half of the Open the Twin Gate champions, as both men are laid out on the floor. KZ makes his way up first, though.
KZ's up. He got his breath, like I said, and look what happens with his breath.
Take a look at it one more time. Huge
Wow.
dive there from KZ. Absolutely impressive from Dragon Gate's own. Sends Spi-Ral back into the ring.
He's pacing himself. KZ's pacing himself. I like it.
He's got an opportunity to
got
catch his breath here.
He's getting his breath. Let's do
Big Boss
something.
Shamiz on the outside, getting the crowd into it. As KZ picks up Spi-Ral. Irish whip into the corner. KZ with a huge shoulder tackle into the corner. Huge suplex.
Nice bridge.
Oh my
Whoa.
goodness. Buff, that was almost a 3.
You see KZ arguing a little bit. That was a really close 3.
KZ now with control of the arm of Spi-Ral. Now he's got that, looks like a crucifix, a modified crucifix, locked in on Spi-Ral right now. Looking to wear down the Bosnian Warchild even further in our main event tonight here on the Premier Streaming Network.
He's keeping the arm bar locked in there. Very smart of him. Spi-Ral's getting his breath, but at the same time, he's got this vicious hold on him by KZ. Oh, good forearm.
Spi-Ral fighting back now. Oh, huge shot. Laying in both those forearms now. Shot to the midsection. Big uppercut. Huge kick from Spi-Ral.
Nailed it right on the chin.
Deadlift German. But KZ's back up. Huge European uppercut from KZ.
Both down here. The ref's got to count both.
Buff, can you believe the aggressiveness we are seeing in this main event?
That was so impressive. Here it is again.
Look at
The
these
double
huge
forearm, the
shots.
back and forth, the super uppercut, and then, whoa, right on the chin, man.
That kick would have sent most people to the emergency room, let alone to the pay window, but KZ unfazed as KZ now maintaining control on Spi-Ral. Got the double underhooks here. Huge DDT from KZ.
Wow, this could be it.
Drags him closer to the middle. KZ,
He's coming off the top with something.
this is gonna be big. KZ all the way up top.
Big frog
Oh my
splash.
goodness, but Spi-Ral out of the way just in time.
Big frog splash, nobody home.
That could have sent Spi-Ral away, but Spi-Ral, that veteran instinct kicking in, got out of the way just in the nick of time.
They're both down again. Crowd's getting with it. Who's going to come up first? Spi-Ral's up first.
But Spi-Ral still reeling from the previous attack from KZ. Spi-Ral with big kick to the chest now. Setting up another one. Get some torque on that one. KZ back up again. Blocks the shot. Dragon screw from KZ.
This could be it. He's sizing him up.
KZ wants to send Spi-Ral home with whatever's coming up next. Oh, huge knee to the side of the head. Oh, but breaks the cover. I think he wants a little more. Oh my goodness, and a huge knee directly to the nose of Spi-Ral. Cover 1, 2. Oh my goodness, 2.9.
Man, that was close. Spinning toe hold. Oh, wow.
Spi-Ral!
Oh!
These capoeira kicks now from the ground.
Fireman's carry.
KZ's out of it. Spins him around. Ducks the line.
Up again.
Another Finley roll.
It's going to the top. Looks like a backwards. Oh, wow.
Oh, my
Senton.
goodness. That's got to be it, too.
He kicked out.
Come on. Right as the referee's hand came out, KZ kicked out. If Spi-Ral kicked out at 2.9 earlier, that was 2.99 for KZ. Look at this unbelievably impressive corkscrew senton there from Spi-Ral.
Really impressed, man. That's so cool.
Watch out for these kicks now as Spi-Ral lands him up high on the chest of KZ.
He's trying to beat him down.
Spins, ducks it. Big forearm there from KZ. But Spi-Ral nails him with the kick.
Wow, that was all home.
Spi-Ral stomps him directly into the mat. 1, 2, 3. That's it. The Bosnian Warchild successfully defends his championship against KZ of Dragon Gate. Buff, what an unbelievable showing.
This Spi-Ral kid is going to go a long ways at MEW, bro. I'm telling you, this guy's got everything it takes. He's got muscle mass, he's got quickness, he's got height. He really's got all it takes to be the next big deal at the MEW.
And you see it, that's what did it right there, that big stomp to the face of KZ. Spi-Ral walking away as your victor in the main event for the first ever episode of MEW Vibe here on the Premier Streaming Network. And Buff, that's the reason right there why Spi-Ral is the man that typically closes out every MEW show, and tonight was no different. Show some respect.
Look at this. This is really what it's all about right here.
Like we said earlier, both of these men go way back to Spi-Ral's time in Japan, the early moments of his career. Spi-Ral, nothing but respect to one half of the Open, the Twin Gate champions. And there it is, KZ shows the respect right back. And ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it for us. My name is Rob Weathers. He's Buff the Stuff Bagwell. And thank you so much for joining us here on the debut edition of MEW Vibe on the Premier Streaming Network.